So Bayern Munich are playing Wolfsburg, and let's get into the lineup. I think Bayern Munich will use the lineup they should use, what I want to see from this game, and it's crisis for Bayern right now because we've had 3 draws in the Bundesliga, and we need to get a win. We're only 1 point from the next team in the table, and we're only 2 points from the team who are in 3rd place. So it is imperative that we start getting those results, and with that we need to incorporate the new tactics. So let's get right into our lineup. I think Sommer will start in goal because he's the goalie. In defense, now Davies could be dropped. That is a very true reason. I've put Davies in here at left back because I think he's an important member of the team. Yes, he didn't have a good 2 games or 3 games to start the season, and yes, when he was out, when he was benched, the team played well. So I could see Bayern, instead of Davies, going for a back 3 of De Ligt, Upamecano and Pavard in maybe this space, just like we saw in that beautiful performance versus Mainz. But if that's not the case, I think Davies will come back into the team. So I think he'll play left back, and that'll mean Cancelo, I think, stays in the team, even though Pavard played well. I think Cancelo stays at right back, which would be a back 4 of De Ligt, Upamecano, Cancelo and Davies, even though the back 3 worked very well. And I actually personally think that we should continue with the back 3. I don't think that Nagelsmann's going to go for it. I think we'll revert back to a back 4. But with this back 4, I think it'll carry elements of that great performance versus Mainz. Because you see, I have Musiala and Sane in here. And I've made them quite narrow because against Mainz they were playing as those number 8s in those half spaces, and I think they'll continue to do that. So maybe they'll be in the winger positions, but not quite wingers, because Davies and Cancelo are really attacking left backs and right backs. They can push forward, they can provide all the width on this side. It means that Cancelo can bomb forward here, which leaves Sane inside, for example. Or Davies can bomb forward here, which leaves Musiala. Or Musiala, when he goes wide, then Davies can come inside. You see, there'll be constant interchanges between these, but it allows Musiala, Davies and Cancelo allow for Musiala and Sane to really be narrow, attack those half spaces, and now they can play 1-2 combinations with Muller. They can swap with Muller. Muller goes out wide sometimes on the right, and then on the left, Davies will really be providing that width. So I think this is how Bayern might play, because Musiala and Sane played very well versus Mainz. They will play, but I think Muller also has to play, and I'll be very upset if he doesn't play, because Muller was the key figure versus Mainz. I did a tactical analysis, some pictures showed Muller's positioning in that game against Mainz. I'll do the same for all games now on about a day after the games. Come back to the channel to check that video out. But Muller was so integral. He was the complete glue into position. He was going right, left. He was dropping deep, which allowed Musiala and Sane to push forward. So I thought that was really effective. And I think that Muller has to play. Last 2 games, he's played very well. He is the glue in that team, so it's important he plays. In midfield, I went for Kimmich, Goretzka. Gravenberch, Nagelsmann said, had a bit of a knock. So I'm not sure if he'll be in the squad, but he wouldn't be starting anyway with Goretzka around the team. And the reason, so basically my change is I've put Davies in for Coman and Goretzka in for who? For Pavard, I guess. But the reason I put Goretzka in is because even though against Mainz it worked out with Kimmich as that number 6 and 2 8s and Musiala and Sane, against a good team like Wolfsburg, maybe Nagelsmann won't want to try 2 8s of Sane and Musiala and such an attacking team, even though I think that's what he should try, and he probably tries to shoehorn Goretzka into the side. So I don't agree with it, and I hope that we see a different team, but this is the team I think we'll see, because I think Kimmich and Goretzka will be holding, and then Musiala, Sane will be quite far inwards, but they'll still be able to attack Muller in the attacking midfield position, sometimes partnering Choupo-Moting up top also, especially when pressing. and then Choupo will also be making those runs. But Muller and Choupo-Moting were essential versus Mainz. So I hope we see them continue in the game. But this is actually my preferred lineup. So Goretzka would come out for Pavard. Pavard would slot in here. Upamecano, central centre-back. Cancelo would go up. This might be my preferred lineup. So play the exact same system as against Mainz, but maybe instead of Coman, have Davies, or instead of Davies, have Coman. I'm not sure either way. But I would really like to see the system we played against Mainz, because I thought we were free-flowing attacking. Muller and Choupo-Moting, a cam and a striker, a proper cam and a striker. The Bayern combination was back, but also Musiala and Sane were so good in those half spaces. Coman was good running down his wing. Cancelo was good on his wing. Kimmich was good in midfield. And the defence was very solid. So I'd like to try that against higher level opposition. I think it's probably a 40% chance we play something like this, and maybe a 60% chance we play just a straight 4-2-3-1 as usual. But I'm looking forward to the game. It's against Wolfsburg, Niko Kovac's Wolfsburg, and of course he had those comments saying that it's easier to play in Berlin than in Munich right now, and he was right. I don't know what the big deal about those comments were. It was just a joke, so people are overreacting to them. But in terms of score prediction, it could go either way, but I'll say 2-1 to Bayern. I'm not predicting a big win. If we played that 3-back formation, it could be a big win, but it also could be a loss. I'm not sure. Maybe against higher level opposition, the midfield is overrun in this instant. But anyway, should be a good game. I hope that Nagelsmann sticks to the 3-back, which was working so well, because the interplay between Muller, Musiala and Sane is so good in those half spaces. All those one-touch passes, all the roaming around from Muller, Musiala going left, Musiala dropping deep and then allowing Muller and Sane to push forward. It's all so fluid, and I really enjoyed it. So come back about a day after the match. I'll have some technical analysis, and goodbye.